Some would call it swag, some call it cockiness, some would call it being a diva. But when you're good, it's not bragging. An elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome to the home of the Florida Gators, Ben Hill Griffin Stadium, better known as the Swamp. As we'll see a playoff team from last year, the Washington Huskies, taking on a team from the ACC, the Florida Gators. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. The Gators will put total leather to crank us up. He'll take the return, try to get better field position. Slips through the line. He's got an alley. Still on his feet. And there he goes. He'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Washington. He is headed to the sideline with a little bounce in his step after scoring on that kick return.
And he should have some bounce in his step. How about the effort, weaving in and out, covering all that space. Great blocking on the play, and he does the rest. You don't put guys back deep that can't roll. And you could see when he got in the open field, he rolled out.
And the PAT makes it 7-0. Well, I'd say that's quite a way to make an early statement. Take the opening kickoff and run it all the way back for a touchdown. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. They'll go to the ground. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk out to the 30-yard line.
Man, it's nice when you can depend on your big boys up front to make a lane, and you get 5 or 6 yards. You get 5 or 6 yards a pop. You move the ball down the field easily, and more importantly, can get this defense to be more aggressive, to bring DBs closer to the line of scrimmage, and then that might open up some big plays down the field.
And just nowhere to go for that runner. He had no choice. That defense, they were bringing it up front. Everybody winning their one-on-ones, and they completely had him surrounded.
To the air, it's Washington. Firing to the right, complete. And he picks up the first down, but he will remember the price he paid after that hit.
That's a third down the offense simply had to have there. You're obviously trailing early in this game. You're trying to generate some momentum. So third down, defense is playing zone. You just got to find a soft spot in coverage, make it easy on your quarterback. Those two guys able to link up.
And there's so much for a quarterback to think about. Stick it out in the belly. Do I pull it? Now when I pull it, I got to get my feet set, make an accurate throw to the right guy. So a lot of things going on. And I think that you saw that led to a little bit of inaccuracy.
be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He's going to fire deep. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection.
Well, it looked like the offense had a rhythm here early in the drive, getting a first down, but I don't know about that play call. Going deep on 3rd down, low percentage throw, it falls incomplete, and all that momentum that was established early in the drive, that's gone away now if you have to punt.
This move just oozes confidence, going for it on 4th down from their own side of the field. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Moving out of the pocket. They got him for the sack, and now get the ball back after the 4th down stop.
Aggressive. You want to be aggressive. You want to take chances, and you tell your team about it all week, and you come out and you get an opportunity in the first half to go for it on 4th down. You shot your shot. The problem is now you put your defense in a bad situation early in this game where you're going to have to try to find a way to get a stop and create some momentum.
An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
And listen, the offensive line has to do their job, but a really good job by the running back, understanding where his hole is. Go hit it, get the first down, don't mess around. Nice job following his hole, getting positive yards.
From the 14-yard line, it's 1st and 10. The run to the right. And into the end zone. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Huskies.
I think you love starting the year off with some momentum, and that's exactly what this offense is doing. They're firing on all cylinders, defense doing their job as well. This team getting out the gates to start the season in great fashion.
And the extra point makes it 14-0. They didn't have a whole lot of real estate in front of them when they took over possession, but they wasted no time. Couple of plays into the end zone. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
The give on the option. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle.
Man, not much wiggle room for the ball carrier there.
I'm not really sure what they can do to try to create some space.
I know. Block better. How about the offensive lineman push some guy backwards and make some holes?
Now facing a 3rd and long. To throw, it's Washington. The sure hands, it's Clark. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first.
I know that was 3rd down, and I know the quarterback's trying to be careful. You don't want to be too greedy, but he had guys open downfield. I think if he had been a little bit more patient and been a little bit more willing to let the play develop, I think he could have converted that with a throw vertically down the field. Instead, he got lazy, checked it down to his running back, and now they're setting up 4th down.
And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. And he put 2 touchdowns on the board in the early going, and now right back to work. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5. All right, guys, let's chat for just a moment about Washington. They lose in the semis last year. Any potential for a hangover this season?
I don't think so, and I think they obviously didn't finish last season the way they wanted to, but having the success they had, David, that opened the eyes to a lot of portal players around the country. They wanted to come here knowing they could build on that and take the next step.
And sometimes it takes those steps, Jesse. Like, you've got to crawl before you walk. And this team, they tasted it. They know what it feels like. They know what it's like to be in the playoffs. And they want more. And they get to take some anger out and some hard feelings out today to start this season.
Just inside the 40-yard line. It's 1st and 10 from the 39. Handoff to the single running back. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Got 3 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 7. Give to the running back. And he's still running after the move. Ripping through the defense. He gets across the 20 and finally out of bounds at the 19 there in the red zone.
Well, you saw that broken tackle, David. This defense has to do a real good job with gang tackling to stop this guy today.
You cannot assume one guy's going to get him to the ground. Everybody's got to swarm to the football, all eyes on him, and play physical.
Power football with the run. They get him in the backfield, and he loses 3 on the play.
Well, the offensive line had everybody blocked except the defensive end. He was able to sneak into the backfield and get the tackle for loss.
And the Huskies have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Looking to throw, it's Nelson. Moves around to clear up the vision. Turning it on! And the defense drags him down. That's the end of the quarter, and Washington has the lead. And they jumped out to that edge early. As we wrap up the first, let's take a quick look at our game stats. Just about ready to get things started here in the second. We'll see if they continue to flex that muscle. So they go back to work after the break, and it is 3rd down. They'll try to power their way ahead. They were all over him, nowhere to go as that 3rd down play turned into a disaster.
And there was no space, nowhere to go. That play went absolutely nowhere.
Sometimes you just need a dude to show up and make a play, and he did.
Sometimes you just need to block that dude, and they didn't.
And the field goal unit will stay put as the head coach decides to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Makes the grab. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. 1st and goal from the 8.
Well, I think the defense was even caught off guard on that one, guys. Not seeing the field goal unit trot out onto the field. They had a golden opportunity there to make a stop, and get the ball back without surrendering any points. They couldn't do it, though, and now all of a sudden their backs are against the wall.
The Huskies will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Huskies!
Man, I've been really impressed with this offense this first half. Coming in a hostile environment, hostile crowd. Man, they haven't given them anything to cheer about. Offense, defense, now up 20-0, and these people are eerily quiet in here.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they're up 21-0. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Fellas, a colossal top 5 matchup. Let's fill you in on what's going on. Miami is in the unusual position of having to come from behind right now. But those fans that were there when the U was the U, they know this game is not over. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Texas. We'll keep you posted on things until the clock hits zeros in a game that, for now anyway, has been very revealing.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. The Gators sending the offense back to work. They really need to get points on this drive to sort of steady the ship. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. He gets nothing, and they're staying stubborn with this running game, but at some point you're going to have to change your thought process.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Looking downfield, it's Washington. Going for the big play. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. Well, at this juncture in the game, with how the scoreboard looks, no question this offense is going to have to throw to get back in the game, and it's going to be tricky now because the defense is expecting it. You're going to throw into a lot of big zone coverages with everybody's eyes on the quarterback. Not going to be easy. Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. 3rd and long. Ball's at the 25. From the gun, wants to pass. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable 3rd and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return. Gets a little bit of ground for the offense. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him. You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. They'll run play action. Flushed out of the pocket. He'll pull it down. They'll force him out of bounds after a solid pickup on the play. Let's talk for just a second about Washington. At some point, with all of the transfer portal talk and guys going in and out, you can score one for continuity with this ball club, can't you, David?
That means your system and your culture is working. And because these guys so often are just going for the next opportunity, the next bag of money. Nice job. They kept their guys that they recruited, that they love.
Yeah, it sounds so cliche, but these players really have bought in to this coaching staff. And the message and what they're preaching they all believe they can do something very special this season.
And the Huskies lining up, just needing a few tough inches on third down. He'll keep it on the sneak.
Nice job being physical by this offensive line, getting the first down. And what do? Right away, right back on the football, ready to run some tempo.
The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Timeout, Washington.
Washington coming to the line with another first down. The hand to the running back. Slips one guy, and now he's loose. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Huskies.
Washington.
You talk about going on the road and making a statement. 27-0. Hostile environment beat dang. You talk about home field advantage. Well, it hasn't worked. They have come in and had answers and started this first half as good as you possibly can.
Lining up for the PAT. The kick is up and good, and put one more on the lead. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And how about that for a capper, a 43-yard run for 6. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the move from inside his 5. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Leaves it with the running back. He gets nothing, and they keep plowing ahead with the running game, and they've got very little to show for it.
This offense has really struggled, and I think you're just waiting for one play, one explosive play to happen to hopefully galvanize you a bit offensively. That's not the case, and there, they try to run the football in the first play of the drive, and it gets absolutely blown up for a loss.
Quarterback has to have command in those situations. You cannot afford a penalty like that deep in your own territory. Let's see what they've got on second down. Back to throw, it's Washington. Makes the grab over the middle. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker. Whistle blows, we are at the 2-minute timeout, and man, oh man, could these guys use a score to cut into this lead. The Gators are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Tries to do it himself on the draw. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
I'm not sure what the quarterback saw on that one, but that was a very quick decision to take off and run with it, try to get his offense some positive yards.
Looking downfield on first down. Looking to the big tight end. And the defense forced that incompletion with the deflection.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Couldn't find any more room up the sideline, and he's pushed out of bounds at the 36. And the Gators line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Looking to throw for it. Quarterback strolling away from heat. Intercepted. Man, they just can't get anything going.
Well, he was rolling to his right, and because of that, I don't know if it affected the timing between him and his wide receiver. They just weren't on the same page on that one as the defense comes away with the INT.
Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. They're looking for an advantage in the running game to the right. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets them up at the 26 with the first down.
It's so nice as an offense to know you can generate explosive plays by handing the football off to this guy. He has got incredible speed.
Down to the 26-yard line and a first down. Might as well give it to him again. There he goes. He's got 50 yards rushing already here in the first half. It's a season opener, but he's in mid-season form. They can impose their will here with the run to the right. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here.
This is an offense that prides themselves on being physical, so you need 1 yard, just hand it off to your back and let him go to work.
Washington has it and a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Stopped at the 13-yard line as they try to turn this into points. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call.
He does a good job of scrambling around and trying to make a play, but I tell you what, you don't want to take too many shots like that. Those big hits, oof. If you get up now, you dang sure going to feel them later.
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. A designed run for the quarterback. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Washington. And they take it in for 6 more points.
And this is blowout city. This offense has been up and down the field. We've seen explosive plays. They score again here right before halftime. I don't know, guys. I mean, can we do running clock in the second half?
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the point after is good. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And the capper came on the run to the end zone from the 13. Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. Final seconds of the first half. Let's see if they can pull off a little magic. On the ground, it's Clark. They needed that extra space as he bangs his way to the 14. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update. Washington about to boot it deep to start things in the second half. On the run from inside inside his own 5. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. What could go wrong did in the first half, and they start this third quarter at the bottom of the mountain.
Man, that was bad. That was a frying pan to the head. That was a TKO. It was awful in the first half. Flush it. I got to start doing something right. I got to find some positives. I get the ball first to start this possession, try to put a scoring drive together.
The only thing you can do at this point offensively is just make sure your best players are touching the football as often as possible. You recruited these guys. You got guys out of the portal. You put your faith in them to make plays. This is a time to go out and do it.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. From his end zone, he'll have to get rid of it. With the catch, it's Montgomery. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the first down.
That's a huge throw for the offense, but they're down by a ton. They're going to need a lot more of that, and it's not going to be easy considering the defense knows they're probably going to be throwing the ball every play here in the second half moving forward.
Here's a quick throw out to the left. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
I like the idea on offense. You want to get this guy the football in as many ways as possible. So you throw him the screen quickly to see if he can make somebody miss. It doesn't work there, but that should not be the last time you run that play.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. The give to the back. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front?
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Third and 10, still backed up inside their own 20. This drive hasn't really gotten started. Dropping back, it's Washington. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up.
This offense hasn't been able to generate a lot of points in this one. Here in the third quarter, you're seeing the defense and how much pride they take on being physical. It's not just stopping the run. Guys in the back end flying to the football in the air, getting hits on guys, that time on the receiver, knocking it loose.
On 4th down, they'll pass for it. Got his man downfield. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a 1st down at the 37. The Gators are moving quickly down the field. Looking to throw on 1st down. Quickly out to the tight end. And that had all the makings of bug meat windshield, but how about the little corner taking on the big tight end and keeping him from getting the 1st? Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Wants to throw again. With the catch, it's Clark. And the completion gives him a fresh set of downs and keeps this drive moving.
The offense really struggled in the first half of this game, so it was important coming out of halftime. They were able to generate some momentum and get some rhythm offensively. And right now they look like they have it on this drive. Great news to see the quarterback make that last throw there to pick up the 1st down. They need him to play great in the second half.
Man, this sophomore quarterback unleashed a cannon on that one. Here's an opportunity for this offense in search of its 1st touchdown. It's 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up and pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front seven on defense, it's going to be tough.
To the air, it's Washington. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again.
Well, this offense keeps giving up sacks, and they keep finding themselves in situations like this, 3rd and long right now. They don't have many points in this game, and this is a big reason why. It's hard to score if you don't keep the 3rd downs manageable. So moving forward, whether it's running the football on 1st and 2nd or throwing short passes earlier in the drives, they've got to change things up because taking sacks like this is killing this offense.
We've reached the break. Bow down to your leaders, Washington. And it hasn't been much of a contest as we take a look at the overwhelming game stats through 3. I guess if you're an optimist, the stage is set for a massive 4th quarter comeback. After swapping ends of the field, they gave them a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on 3rd down. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. On 4th down, trying to find his man. Complete to the right. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on 4th down?
Great coverage on that 4th down play. Nice job blanketing the receiver out wide. The defense, you could tell, they knew they were going for it. They had a game plan. They get the big stop and turn it over to their offense.
And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. They'll leave it with the lone back. Breaks into the open. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line.
And I think that's what you want to see from this offense down the stretch. Like, can you physically dominate the game? You've got the lead. Now run the football, eat clock, continue to feed your dude.
Now on 1st down from the 43. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down and 2nd and 6. The give to the back. Using that running game to bludgeon forward. He's got 4 down to the 35.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position. You're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
The Huskies come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. Here we go. Off play action. Gets rid of it. Grab near the sticks. It's Williams. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Washington.
And everybody's getting in on the fun now for this offense. From the opening whistle, they have been up and down the field. Starters are scoring. You've got backups in the game now. And I love the play calling. These guys came to your school to play in this offense to score touchdowns, so let them go do it. Make this defense prove they can stop it.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. USC put together a breathtaking performance inside the Coliseum. And how do you not liken it to the way Leinart and Bush and Lendale White and Dwayne Jarrett used to just annihilate teams? Regardless the outcome today, guys, these are still 2 quality programs. Proof the sport is as healthy as ever.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. The Gators sending the offense back to work. Wants to throw. It's Washington. Quickly to the tight end. Showing off the arm. Works his way out to the 33-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds. The Gators can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Using his legs, it's Clark. They stop him cold, maybe gets a yard to the 34. This Husky defense, David, it's like they've got Vita Vea and Steve Emtman up front, Joe Tryon as a backer, and Marcus Peters in the secondary. There's purple everywhere.
You're right, from front to back. Guys up front on the defensive line, eating them up, doing a great job in the secondary and linebacker. Complete performance from this UW defense.
Stopped in the backfield, and this defense has forced him into fourth down.
And it's another tackle for loss for this defense. I'll tell you, they came into this game knowing they had to shut this guy down. He's one of the best in the nation, and they've given him the ball a bunch. He's just had nowhere to run, and I don't think anybody expected him to struggle as much as he had so far in this game.
On fourth down, going to the air. Just a short pass to the tight end. And that can really take the wind out of a defense's sails when you convert with a fourth down completion.
Great chemistry there between the quarterback and his target. Fourth down, you got to have it. You got to be on the same page, and they were there.
To the air on first down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Brown. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
Well, this offense has not put their best product on the field today. They've got no points to show for any of their efforts so far, but they've still got a chance. But if it's going to happen, it has to happen now in this 2-minute situation. This is where their playmakers need to step up.
And the Gators are on the move. Got a man. It's Brown.
You just get the feeling this defense is going to make it hard on them, right? They've got the lead. It's late. They're going to try to tackle everybody inbounds. Offense is going to have to really work for this and be smart. You got to attack the sidelines. You got to throw first downs. You got to keep this thing moving vertically down the field.
The Gators can really attack on this second and short. Off the play fake. Now he's going to break the pocket. Stop is made at the 35-yard line, a 5-yard gain there, and it's a first down.
And this QB's really starting to show you something, isn't he? I mean, he's been hit a lot in the pocket, and I just like the toughness. At the end of the run here, he's not sliding because he's been banged up a little bit. Lowering the shoulder, getting the first down, taking some hits, but he's still competing.
Got it in the middle. It's Clark. Good pick up, a little bit short of the sticks.
And it's all about coachable moments, and obviously they have not had a ton of success throwing the ball in this game, but as a coach, I think you're just looking for positives, like that play right there, even late in the game, taking your steps, making the right read, an accurate throw, positive plays that you can build upon offensively for the next game.
The Gators come to the line on third and short, looking to keep the drive moving. To the air, it's Washington. Hauls it in. That'll be enough for a first down, and they've got it at the 16-yard line. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock. And the Gators come to the line with a new set of downs. Lost a throw on first down. He's got it on the run. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have one remaining in the half. The Gators trying to get a touchdown on first and goal. They want to throw it. He wants it all. Picked off to stop the threat. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
And that's kind of what this offense has done all day. They have struggled. They haven't gotten a rhythm. They haven't found a way to get points on the scoreboard. And late in this game, when your defense and your team really needed it the most, Palmer, they throw the INT.
And it's a microcosm, too, of just how dominant the defense has been. They've always been a step ahead. They've been the more physical side, and they've been making plays on the back end. That interception should seal this thing.
Smart offense. I love it, man. Make them use that timeout. Run the football. I can run the football and let that clock now tick inside of a minute. I'm in great situation to win this football game. Just be smart and keep that thing running.
Picks up the first down. Turns it on down the left side. The 30. The 20. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
And you knew this one was over already, but how about an exclamation point to go with it? Another score for this offense. They've had themselves a great day, and the stats just continue to pile up.
And with the extra point, the lead is even bigger. That drive took no time at all. A couple of plays and finished it with the long run for the touchdown. On the move from inside his own 20. He stopped the return right there, and that will do it. This one is in the book.